Good evening, good day, wherever you are in the world, especially to those who have been tuned in to me for a while who are not in Canada. You're going to want to hear this message because you may not know what's going on in this country. The matrix is unraveling. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call this. So it begins. So the censorship begins. It already was censored, but the matrix stuff, it's real. I don't watch the news. Don't watch the news, but it kind of contradicts what I'm about to say. I have decreased since October of last year my exposure to news, and that includes truth news online, but I, poke my head in every once in a while, and that is extremely rare. There's a snowstorm where I am right now throughout a lot of the Canada and US, so I wanted to just get an update on that, for safety. And I saw a little printout. I had heard about the censorship bill that was coming. I guess it's been passed because, or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Well, let's read it together. But I'm just going to tell you what I saw in the printout that I'm just like, people should be screaming in the streets. But no, we don't hear it because we're dealing with the censorship machine. I mean, it's so old, legacy media. It's so yesterday. Like, I know that sounds cliche. It's so yesterday. And that fake news stuff. I'm nonpartisan. It's real. Let me pull up the screen and see if I can do a little side-by-side so you can see what I am reading and not just take my word for it. But I'll give you the headline. Google is blocking news content for Canadians in response to government bill. And they put a thing that it is blocking 4% of the population. Let's just do like a little math to find out what is population of Canada. Because they make it sound like it's not a big deal. 38.25 times 4%. Oh, so it's only 1 million. It's only 1.5 million people that are having it blocked, if we believe what they're even saying, that it's not more than that. Yep, have blocked news content. Let's give the little article if this is from Legacy Media, but here it is. Google is blocking some Canadian users from viewing news content, and what it is a test run in response to the Liberal government's online news bill, thanks to our Prime Minister. I am nonpartisan. I don't love any of them. No, I really don't. But this is who some people voted for. Also known as Bill C-18, the Online News Act would require digital giants such as Google and Meta, which owns Facebook, which I'm not on anymore, to negotiate deals that would compensate Canadian media companies for republishing their content on their platforms, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I don't have any words. Can we just pause there for a second? How would it feel that you can't hear what I'm saying? There's a reason why Canadian content and creators, like I am a creator, I have not made stuff because I already saw the censorship coming and why I took a big pause from making videos, but for whatever reason, I'm back. Them wanting to leave to go to another country is real. It is 100% real. And I have to be careful what I say here, but I have even considered, and I'm nowhere at subscriber levels to make money off YouTube yet. Maybe one day I will be. I don't know. I do it because I just feel that I'm called to share, so that I do. Anyway, I still sell my book, though. Somehow people are finding it interesting. I could do an update on it, but my book, it's called Easy Enlightenment on Amazon. There's a little shameless plug. It's less than $1. I don't make money off it. I think over the last few years, maybe one day I will. I just like to get the message out there. But anyway, I sold one the other day, so you never know who your message. If you feel you have something to say, write a book. Make an ebook. Put it on Amazon. Mine definitely is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, so just go for it. There's my little thing to help you. But going back to that, people are looking at leaving the country of Canada. Now, there's beautiful things about it. I'm not saying it's wonderful necessarily in the EU or the US or other places in the world, but them leaving and wanting to leave is a real thing. It is not a joke. It is real. And now it is happening. I made a previous video you may not have tuned in where I talked about how much do we believe we've been programmed to waking up. If this doesn't wake people up, I don't know what will. I say that all the time. So the drip, drip, drip. Like, do you not see the writing on the wall of what's been going on from 2020 until now? And so it begins. And so it begins. 4% news that the government doesn't want you to see. Guess what? You're banned. You're turned off. And if there's a digital currency coming, which I know sounds like woo-woo, like to focus on not living in fear, but get your message out there. Please continue to make your videos. I don't know. Do you have any suggestions? Maybe comment down below. How can we still be connected in the world and share what's going on, what's feeling good? We don't want to just focus on the... We also want to share, hey, I'm noticing this going on, or I'd like to create something about this. And people are creating community here, or whatever that is. But we may not hear about it today. This is now happening. Like, let's see if I can even watch the video. If not, I'll cut it. Let me just take a quick pause. That there's a privacy excerpt, and even there saying, I fear for the public. Like, this is not a joke. Let's see what they say. So I might pause it here a second, cut it if this is too much.
And for a reaction to today's legislation, we're joined by Doris Grinspan. She is a registered nurse and CEO of the Registered Nurses.
Oh, she's dealing with the health. Never mind. She's not even talking about it. Of course, they're not. They're downplaying it. They're not even talking about it. Talking about something that isn't there. So there you go. See, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I fear for the public, but not about you finding out information, the news, and the truth of what's going on in the world. Maybe there's things going on. Well, you don't have to know. I really am paused. Like, I'm in pause land. I'm like, the internet was the place for it to be free, for people to connect, to share their truth. I mean, there are other platforms out there like Rumble and other places. Should I make a Rumble page? I've never really gotten to Rumble so much. I watched a few videos. It's not been my thing, but maybe I should get into Rumble, or I don't know, Odyssey. Is that another one? I know Russell Brand's doing it. I'm not saying I agree with everything he says, but is it time to move? Is it time to still keep this open, but make some videos there? Because I don't even know if on Rumble will you be able to see this stuff. Like, this is mind-blowing. The bad idea. Yeah, bad. And for someone who will say in the comment down below, oh, it's to protect, creators and all that, I call BS. I am a member of ACTRA, which is the Actors Union of Canada. Well, it's not, there's different branches throughout the country, sort of, but yeah, I am a member, and I totally get, people should be able to make money off their content 100%, but this censorship is not the way to do it. It is not the way to do it. It's wrong. That's not how you build a free society and exchange of ideas. I may not agree with people's ideas, but if we don't have a discussion, then that's not the way to go. But I feel what will come and what is coming is more of a rebellion. People are going to start to see even more and more of the top-down structures that are happening. It is already happening. If you look at the banking system, just take a look as to what's coming on. All I will say is do your own research. Be aware, no fear. On June 30th of 2023, which is this year, there's something called the lending system to do with interest rates, the whole world, called LIBOR, and it's transitioning to, at least in the US, it's called SOFR. They tried pulling this off in 2021. It didn't work out well. Don't know how it's going to work out in 2023. It might usher in other forms of technology control, etc. I know this sounds like tinfoil hat stuff. Make your own decisions, but yeah, like, we got to create some new systems because the old ones are dying. And where do I speak? Where can you speak your mind? And you think in the great Western world we have no censorship. That's only in countries like Iran where people are doing it, but it's not true. It's lies. It's lies. It's lies. It has started in Canada. Anyway, keep the faith out there. There's always hope. The people will always win. If you look at the history and revolutions, people will revolt eventually. Don't know how, don't know when. Stay free.